Hello, wherever you are in the world, day, morning, evening. This is Sher. I hope you're having a great one, and I hope this live is working. Took me 5 times yesterday. If this doesn't work, I'm just gonna record a video and post it. Today's live is 11:11 donations. 11:11 will get you full reading with tarot and oracle. A live reading during the live today. And a donation of $8.88 USD will get you an oracle card. So donation-based readings today, and I hope you're doing well. I see someone here. Hi, Corinne. Hello, honey. It's good to see you. Let me grab my specs here. All right. I didn't quite get it all typed down in the description, but today our donation-based reading. So 11:11 will get you Oracle plus Tarot. And $8.88 USD will get you Oracle during the live today. It's so good to see you, Corinne. I'm also running a special right now. It's a full moon special from the pink moon that we just had, and it's about what you need to release during the full moon. And that is $26 USD, and that's available for a limited time. So that is still available. You can PM me if you are, interested in that. I'm getting a lot of palm chakra activations right now. I don't know if you guys are feeling it too. A lot of warmth in the palms. Of course, I'm a Reiki master, so my palms generally stay warm anyway, but I have noticed a difference. Yeah. So I do own the rights to the music you hear playing in the background. I composed and recorded that in 528 Hertz, so you're receiving healing energies as that plays. I'm going to pull a card for the collective. I'm going to see who else shows up. Before we get completely started here. And then again, donations will get you read during the live today. All right. Spirit, what is in the collective's highest that's good to know right now for the collective, please? Wow. So epiphanies, things leaving our lives right now and moving toward a time of balance. So allow whatever is leaving to leave your life right now. That's what we're being guided right now to do. What else, Spirit? Coming into an empowered state, ending old cycles, beginning new ones. And perhaps people from our past returning, leaving behind energies of feeling left out or not included, like excluded somehow, like we're not members of the club somehow, like releasing those energies, releasing those situations and people. Yeah, and coming into more balanced unions within ourselves and in situations and with people around us. And those can be, work relationships, can be with our jobs, our careers, maybe demanding careers in which we weren't receiving equal give and take, rewards in that sense from our efforts, coming into a sense of, again, empowerment and self-love and love for what we're doing. So we're releasing those kinds of situations wherein there was drama or conflict or created an inner conflict within us. And again, things that weren't in our sense of integrity, that weren't aligned with that. Things that felt out of balance, or that weren't, wherein we were not seeing like tangible results. And those things were not meant for us. And so the Tower has come in. Divine has come in to clear those things away so that we can make space for what is. Yeah, releasing burdens from the past, moving into more balanced situations wherein we are receiving reciprocity, partnerships wherein it is equal give and take, whether this is family relationships, friendships, romantic relationships, or business partnerships, or job situations. Yeah. What else, Spirit? Yeah. So we're being guided right now not to give up. So a lot of reciprocal relationships. There is a lot of reciprocity and balance coming in for us as we release these things, and we're getting brand new beginnings. Again, within relationships, within rediscovering what it is that lights our fire, what it is that sparks passion within us and brings us this overflowing sense of love, because that keeps us very, very high vibe when we're doing things that we love, releasing things that have, again, felt like they were not giving back or not rewarding or not aligned with our integrity, deciding what we want to bring forward with us, and making serious decisions about partnerships right now. What wasn't bringing us happiness, and we're moving toward that sense of joy as we release these things toward a calmer state and more harmony and balance and stability. A healing spirit, again, is reminding us, not to give up just before the blessing. These things are coming in, and again, there can be creative projects, passion projects that we are moving toward, and or more so embodying that sense of creativity, passion, and fire, like a passion for life, and balancing those things out, being able to juggle, the material and the spiritual, being able to balance our own self-care with, the external 3D world, and coming into a balance, like the work-life balance, the spiritual material balance, and the balance within ourselves of giving and receiving, and things having this beautiful, even flow, toward us and away from us as we give and receive in equal measure. So that is gorgeous. That is healing, and that is bringing forth, long-term situations, moving again into these major cycles and moving toward more stable, more fulfilling cycles. Long-term, creating, worlds basically for ourselves wherein we are inherently receiving and giving again in equal measure, where we are inherently feeling emotionally and inspired, like emotionally and inspirationally and spiritually, psychologically, nurtured, yes, fulfilled. And exuding that outward is showing up in our energies now. It's showing up in our energies, and so we can't help but attract that back, right? So yeah, so we're setting ourselves up for long-term fulfillment in the material and the emotional and the spiritual. It's like the whole shebang. It's like the whole shebang. Not settling for one or the other anymore. Saying, okay, well, this job, it brings in the money, so I guess I just have to suck it up and, deal with not being challenged or inspired or feeling incredibly motivated toward it. So it's just something I have to put up with, and we're releasing that idea, and it can show up again in different ways in our lives, and it will according to our individual soul plans and our paths. But we, again, are navigating the same energies, all of us, somehow in our lives, and it's manifesting in our lives somehow. Elisa, hello, honey. I'm just now seeing the comments. It's so funny. Arba, hello, honey. Are you really live right now? I am. It only took 2 times to try, Arba. It only took 2 tries this morning. But the comments are really lagging. Like, I didn't see any comments till just now. I saw Karen was here, and that was it. There were no comments that were showing up. I am really live right now. It is not a replay. Is it live or is it Memorex? If you remember that commercial, you might be as old as I am. Oh, it's so good to see you guys. Guys, I'm doing donation readings today, so 888 USD, and I didn't get it finished typed out properly in the description, but I did the first time I tried to go live. But 888 USD will get Oracle, and 1111 USD donation will get Tarot and Oracle. So let me know in the comments if you have chosen to do that, and I will do that. I was communicating with a couple of healers and light workers and readers this morning, and we were talking about the energies, and a lot of healers are really feeling this past full moon, and so some are feeling really great. Like, I would say maybe 25% of the people that I have talked to. So I imagine it expands outward into the general population as well. But 75% of people, it seems, are kind of like really, really floored by these energies. Really floored. Like they're I don't want to say flattened, but that's kind of the way they're describing it. Like they're just completely halted. Like they feel like they can't go live or make videos or something right now. So beautiful. Okay, so let me know in the comments if you guys want a card. Excuse me. Facebook Pay and PayPal. So again, 888 will get oracles. 1111 will get tarot and oracles. And if the comments are lagging, forgive that. See, I'm just now seeing Elisa's comment there. How are you doing? Good to see you. I don't know how long ago you sent that. Oh, thank you, Elisa. And now it's saying Corinne is watching. Like, I knew that. And why is it just now telling me that? That was the only thing I could see for the first however long I was on. It's funny. Elisa. Okay, honey. Let me write you down here. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, I got that sheet. Guys, I do have a full moon special, the pink moon that we just had, that I was just talking about, and I'm still running that for a few more days if you would like that. And it's basically what do you need to release during the full moon or with it. It's $26 USD if you would like that. That will be a video reading that I'll send to you. Okay. Elisa, Spirit. Thank you, Elisa, honey. What is in Elisa's highest best good to know for Elisa? Learning research, or somebody's spying on your social media. Wow, yeah, somebody from your past maybe is kind of checking you out, honey. And I don't know if it's wanted. It could be a reconnection with a friend. It doesn't have to be romantic or an ex. We're not in Mercury retrograde, so I don't know. I mean, that's usually when the exes show up for us. But yeah, so there may be communication coming in from somebody from your past. Could be a childhood friend. And there will be, you know, like a reconnection there. A reconnection there can also be a family member. But somebody from your past, definitely, you know, there's going to be communication. And if this communication hasn't already come in, yeah, there's a sense of balance. Yeah, there's a sense of balance coming in with that. That makes sense. It could be somebody who just got out of a relationship contacting you. But this person, it could be a Gemini. What else? Or just someone very focused on manifesting something, manifesting a reunion with you, or trying to manifest really good things to come into their lives, or they're good at doing this. Maybe somebody who is kind of operating off the beaten path. Could be a soul connection here, a soul connection. So again, soulmates can be friends, they can be, you know, family members, they can be even business partners sometimes. And so you're being guided right now. What I'm hearing for you, Elisa, is to use discernment, you know. If this is somebody from your past coming in, you know, with a message or some sort of offer, or wanting to re-engage with you. And again, it can be any kind of relationship. It can be friendship, or it can be, you know, an ex. It can be family. Spirit is guiding you to really tune into your heart space, to assess whether this is something that you want. I'm just hearing want to start again, want to... It's like, is this a can of worms you want to open again? Is what I'm hearing for you, honey. And this may be communication that you've been waiting for. So you may have awaited this. And I'm not... There we go. And I'm wondering if it's like somebody saying... Like somebody expressing regret to you about the past, or... Not really seeing an apology, though. So it may just be like coming in to assess and... You know, like, check your status, see where you are. Huh. Again, what I'm seeing is, and hearing, is just to use your discernment. Yeah, it looks like they want to manifest some sort of new beginning with you, honey. And they're like serious. like they're serious. It's not like it's not like a flighty energy, even though, you know, that Gemini card showed up, and everybody gives Geminis a hard time for being flighty and inconsistent. But yeah, maybe somebody who wants to kind of, I'm hearing, bury the hatchet, like bury the hatchet with you. And again, it can be anybody. It can be an old friend. It can be, you know, an old partner. It can be family. Perhaps somebody who wasn't... Like, I'm hearing their focus wasn't there before. There's something about them seeing things more clearly now than they did in the past. And they may be wanting to express this to you. You know, and whether or not they express this directly and verbally, I think by showing up in your life or contacting you, sending you a message, or attempting to. And this may not have happened yet, because I see you just like planning going on, thinking, strategizing, and again, spying. So there may be, and it doesn't have to be in any kind of negative kind of spying, just like asking about you or something before deciding to approach. Yeah, they want to bring, I'm just hearing truth. Like they want to bring truth to a situation. They want to bring honesty and light, and like light up all the perhaps darkness. And I don't mean negativity as much as I mean not being able to see. Like when we have the light off and at night in the room, and we, you know, stub our toe, we turn the light on, you know, in order to see. So that doesn't happen, but it's more like that kind of darkness, illuminating darkness, like there were things that were hidden, or they're seeing things like spirit. They've gone inward, and spirit has given them insight into something. Like there have been things that have been brought to their awareness and revealed to them. And again, it can be a family member, a past friend. But I'm definitely feeling like a soul tie somehow with this person. It's like there was some kind of lesson that this person had to learn. And it seems that they're seeing things in a different manner. And again, whether they express that directly and verbally remains to be seen. But simply by contacting you or showing up again in your world or in your sphere of awareness is kind of like their message. That, oh, I see things differently now. You know, and you know, there may or may not be an apology, but there may be an unspoken inherent apology, and them just coming back into your world. Wow, that was pretty specific and in depth for you there, Elisa. Okay, what is Elisa? I'm gonna use these. They said for Elisa, please. Elisa, for Elisa. What is in Elisa's highest best good to know for Elisa? Please, Spirit. Guidance for her right now. Guidance. Not feeling those. Guidance for Elisa. What is her highest best guidance? Okay. Don't stop. I'm gonna pull another one, because I want to know. Don't stop what? Like, don't stop what you're doing, or don't stop to entertain this person from the past, or I don't know. Hold on, I'm gonna get another one. Don't stop. Big happy changes. Okay, so you're moving toward the sun, and then we have the unlikely. So I really think that Spirit is saying, you know, don't let it stop you, don't let it slow you down, and don't let it throw you off your path. Because I think you're on a different path right now. And you're going to be seeing this person, this situation, this message, you know, in from a different perspective now, because there has been a lot of time passed and there's been a lot of growth. But I think that, you know, I think that you might not... What is this unlikely? I'm stopping myself mid-sentence, Elisa, because I don't want to misspeak about it. Should Elisa entertain this situation? Forgiveness, yeah. So again, there's something about an apology. I don't know why that unlikely card came out though. That's what I was confused about there. Yeah. Don't let it, what I'm hearing is, don't let it throw you off your trajectory. Don't let it throw you off your vibe. Because your vibe is really highly elevated right now. So if this person is tied to some sort of negative situation from your past, and I imagine it might be, since that forgiveness card came out, you know, forgive and release. But that doesn't necessarily mean to entertain anything, you know, or not to, you know, like there may, to use your discernment in whether this person may have, quote, changed or grown, you know, and it just, you know, take what they're saying with a grain of salt, or their appearance or reappearance. Because this unlikely card is what is throwing me off here. That unlikely card. Because we have big happy changes in forgiveness. You know, perhaps it's about you forgiving, which means, you know, just releasing anything that has tied you down energetically to it. And then I just saw perfect timing. Let go. So it looks like it's something that, you know, even if you've released it, even if we've released situations from the past, you know, there may be an additional level of releasing, surrendering, and letting go within this situation that will help you to maintain your high vibration, so that you can continue to manifest at this super high level and these big happy changes. I hope that makes sense, Elisa. That was really a lot. That was like a really deep and long message. I'm gonna grab one of these. So it's just like, you know, not to let that, I'm just hearing triggering, like not to let their reappearance in your realm trigger you into a lower vibration. Choose your path. Yeah, you may be facing a decision when this comes in. And so, yeah, choose the path of forgiveness. But again, that doesn't mean that when we forgive people, that means, you know, we just release it for our own benefit, for our own good, and say, okay, I'm not going to let that affect me anymore. So it's easier said than done, believe me. All right, I hope that resonated, Elisa, honey. Thank you again so much for the donation, sweetheart. Okay, Elisa, I'm reading your comment there about your this man returning. Okay, since I saw that, I'm going to pull another one. Take action. Okay. Take action. So what I'm hearing is, again, just use your discernment. Use your discernment. Use your discernment. Use your discernment. So, like, you could match this person's energies, honey. If this is an ex returning, you could match the energies. You can match the energies, meaning don't reach out or necessarily take action first. And I'm not one of those women who will say, oh, we should never reach, contact a man. I'm not like that old-fashioned kind of thinking in my mind, and no judgment against or toward people who do feel that way. That's just not my belief. But there's something about this with reciprocity, and so just allow this person to prove himself. Like, allow him to prove himself to you. And that doesn't mean sitting back, in that Queen of Swords energy, like, well, whatever, the situation and you know what went on in the past, and maybe it warrants that, but be careful. Just don't be necessarily outwardly careful. Oh gosh, I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot when people come back, but if you're wanting this person back, it looks like it's happening. So, but just, let him prove himself. If there was an issue with balance and reciprocity in the past, there was something in the past, apparently, because there was a feeling of apologetics, again, and there may not be an actual physical, verbal apology within it, but it seems that the return, is maybe allowing that. The return is maybe allowing that. So what I'm saying is, in a very convoluted way, match it. Like, if this person texts you, text back. If he calls, call back. Just kind of match the energies, and don't, there's something important about keeping you equal, if that makes sense. Yay, Elisa. Yeah. All right. So again, just use your discernment. Use your discernment there. But it looks like there is somebody coming back, and then with the intent of, moving something forward, and it looks serious, like long term. It's not Mr. In and Out. Mr. In and Out did not show up in that reading. Mr. Flighty showed up. But that could definitely just be, if this person is not a Gemini or have that energy, then it could simply be, you know, a manifestation. The Magician card showed up for this person's energy. So that's why I'm saying that. That could just be him manifesting you as well. You know, you may be manifesting one another, which would be wonderful. Yeah. I hope that makes sense, Elisa. I have seen, thank you so much, love all of this. My life has been a tornado, but I would love this part of the tornado to reappear. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate this so much. Appreciate you, honey. I love you, Elisa. But I was just reading that, and I have seen the word tornado. That has got to be some kind of important word for us as synchronicity, at least for me right now. But I have heard it in about, I don't know, like a dozen different readings. That tornado imagery, that tornado symbol. And in one reading that I watched, they were talking about, I think it was like a twin flame collective reading that I was watching on YouTube, and they were talking about the tornado combination with the volcano. They were describing divine feminine and divine masculine energies right now as a tornado and a volcano combined and going off at the same time. You know, that's very, very powerful and not necessarily opposing forces, but equally strong. Yeah. And there is like this level of unpredictability about it, and I think that was really the theme. It's like this unpredictability and the power of destruction. Can you imagine a tornado and a volcano erupting at the same time? You know what that might look like. I don't know. I'm a pretty visual person, so I think it's kind of an interesting image. But yeah, I just had to mention that since you said tornado there in your response. All right, thank you, honey. Again, thank you for the donation, and I'm so glad it resonated, and I hope things work out to your liking. Okay, let me see here. Scrolling through. Let's see if did anybody else make a Corinne, honey? For Corinne. So oracles for Corinne. Thank you, honey. I so appreciate that. I think you donated before, Elisa. I didn't, I'm not sure. Better way of like seeing notifications for that. Actually, it would probably be preferable if I had two devices, but I don't have two devices right now, so. Okay. For Corinne, spirit for Corinne. Hi, Janelle. Hi, Sarah. Who else is here? Okay, Corinne. For Corinne, spirit. They said from both these decks. So, I'm listening. For Corinne, spirit, tuning into Corinne's energies. What is in Corinne's highest best good to know for Corinne, please? For Corinne. Okay. Nice. That's a good energy, Corinne. I'm so happy. It's a happy energy, but I'm gonna wait before I start channeling this. Wow. All good things. There's like, I'm hearing like there's an up-leveling in your interactions with other people, with the world. There's something really important right now and highlighted about trading services. You may be traveling for work, and you may be traveling toward a healer or a mentor, shaman. There's something that is important right now with your what I'm hearing, like Spirit is telling me that like you're on this shamanic journey right now. Whether that is like whether it looks like it in what we traditionally might think of as a shamanic journey. And it looks, I mean, it's really, really important to your healing and conducive to your healing and other people's healing. There's some kind of training that you may be drawn to in the next little bit when I'm hearing Corinne. And it's going to be very, very beneficial to your own healing and the healing of others. Like, you're going to be teaching people about this, and it doesn't have to be any kind of official shamanic training. It doesn't have to be any kind of official shamanic retreats or anything like that, but it's something that is, you know, it's going to have the same effect, if that makes sense. It can just be like you take a camping trip or something, and you receive downloads and ideas about your future path. You're getting a lot of downloads right now, I'm hearing. And it has to do with your interaction with other people, your exchanges with other people, your energy exchanges with other people. And it is highly healing for everyone. I'm hearing the words for everyone involved. And it's going, this information is coming in soon. Like, this information is coming in soon, and it may not have been clear, or like there was a piece of the puzzle missing from your knowledge base. It wasn't like the right time for this little piece of information to come in. Like when we're on this journey, you know, we get bits and pieces when we're supposed to. You know, if Spirit downloaded everything we needed to know all at once, we'd probably lose our minds, right? Or think we were. It'd be too much. It'd be too much. So I'm thinking about, you know, on my journey, I didn't even realize I was on a spiritual journey. I would never have called it that. Especially before I started teaching yoga and moved into that kind of level of spiritual awareness. I mean, I always kind of had been a seeker, always had been a kind of open-minded. But what I'm thinking of, you know, is I would like be in Barnes and Noble. Spirit would guide me, you know, through my intuition, and I didn't realize it. I'm just like, why did I pick up that book from, you know, about Einstein? I've never been interested in that. You know, I just like stuff about Shakespeare. You know, it was completely out of my realm, but I did it, and it all, you know, 20 years later is kind of like tying together. Yeah, that was about your spirituality. That was about learning about quantum physics and manifesting and how everything's interconnected. That was, you know, integral to my journey and I never would have known it. And had somebody told me this is integral to your journey, what you're reading right now, you know, I never would have believed it, because I wasn't focused on my quote journey. I was just doing the 9 to 5 and trying to make ends meet and taking care of my 3 boys. You know, I was not in that kind of mind space. But now that I look back, I can see how it all fits together, why I was drawn to read this, to research that, to watch this documentary or whatever. So what I'm saying, again, in my long-winded way, is trust what you're being led to right now. Even if it seems like trivial, it's not going to be. It's not going to be. It's not going to be trivial. And you're going to be able to, you may have felt like you've really had to stand your ground about something with people. And maybe it's defending, you know, your beliefs or something like that. I'm just picking up on that energies as well. But you're going to be moved into a level of awareness in a state wherein that is not even going to be part of your awareness. It's not even going to be part of your reality anymore, because you're shifting that much. You're shifting that much as Spirit is guiding you and leading the way. So if you're being drawn to particular mentors right now, trust it. If you're being drawn to learn about a particular topic, trust it. If you're being drawn to particular retreats or particular practices that maybe you've not experienced yet, trust it. Go with it, because it is an integral part of your path. All this to say, you are moving into some sort of new healing path, healing modality, and it's something that you had within you all along and didn't know. And it's tied to your abundance. It's definitely tied to your abundance, and it's tied to your enjoyment. Like, you're really going to enjoy it. It's not going to be drudgery or hard work. You know. It's going to be something that you love. And it's going to be something that is going to feel good immediately. And that's how you're going to know if it resonates. That's how Spirit is going to let you know if this is part of your path. So you may have a lot of options right now, or may be intrigued by a lot of different things. And if you are pressed for time, you know, just choose the ones that bring you the most joy. It doesn't mean that you can't get to these other things later. I hope that resonates. But yeah, just trust what brings you joy and enjoy it, and breathe and know that Spirit is bringing in these opportunities, these new ideas, these new way of looking at the world and yourself. And again, I'm hearing healing. Like, there's something about healing modalities. There's something about shamanism, like your shamanic journey, you know, and that's for us to go in, you know, and to do shadow work and to overcome fears, you know, because whether or not we realize it, there, you know, this whole thing, this whole existence, you know, has been a shamanic journey when we look back. But yes, but shamanic journeys, you know, they occur in the other realms, quote, they're just different frequencies. There's something about your level of consciousness and level of awareness, and that's tied to this experience or series of experiences that Spirit is bringing into your awareness and into your existence. And again, it's going to benefit you materially and emotionally, fulfill you and bring you joy. And you're going to have the ability to let go and release into this. And it's going to feel really good. So it's going to be rewarding and abundant materially and spiritually. Like it's going to check all the boxes. It's going to feel awesome and it's going to be fun. All right, Corinne, I hope that helped, honey. I hope that helped and I hope it resonates. Yeah, this, and then I just saw another card about that again. There's definitely energy exchange with other people that is a part of this for you and like clients. Exchanging energies or like bartering with others. Like there's something about that, trading services, trading these energies. And money, guys, is just energy, right? And I say just energy, like it's dismissive, but energy is everything. It is energy. Energy is everything. Beautiful. Corinne, I hope that resonated, sweetheart. Okay. Thank you so much for the donation. Let's see, where did Arba go? Is she still here? Hi, Janelle, honey. Let me see. Sarah, hello. Corinne, I hope that resonated, sweetie. Again, okay, I'm gonna get a sip of water. 888 donation today will get you oracles like Corinne just had. 1111 donation USD. It gets tarot plus oracles. Live reading today during this live. If you would like to book a private reading with me, connect with me on Messenger and we'll get that set up. I have a wide variety of styles and price points. Right now I've also got that full moon reading, the pink moon reading, and it's about what you need to release. That is a video reading. That is $26 USD because that was the date of the full moon that we just had. But that's going on for a couple more days if you would like to take advantage of that. And yeah, I do have an online chakra healing course if you want to sign up for that. That's starting up again in a couple weeks, and that is over 40 videos and talks about each chakra in depth 1 week at a time, each of the main 7. We have many, many more chakras than that, but we go in depth and talk about healing and balancing them, and there are yoga classes in there as well. If you would like to do that, again, I have another cohort, another start date in a couple weeks. If you would like to sign up for that, that's $77 USD, and I can split those payments up, and I have for a couple people, so just let me know if you're interested and we can work that out. Oops, I keep bumping the phone today. Janelle, honey, I hope you're feeling well today. I hope you got some good sleep last night. Guys, check out Janelle's group if you're not already a member. Mystical Garden. Janelle, you can post your group, honey, if you want to. Again, post the link there. Janelle's an incredible reader and a very good friend. Double checking the time here. You know, the comments might be lagging again because I'm not really seeing anything since Elisa's comment. So if you guys are commenting, I'm sorry they haven't shown up. My apologies. I'll get them all at once like I did last time. I thought nobody was commenting and nobody was in here, and then all of a sudden they all showed up at one time. But at least it's not like yesterday. Yesterday, it took me the 5th try to go live in one of the readers groups that I'm in. And I ended up having to go live as like their page, like the group page, rather than my profile. It's kind of bizarre. Today only took me 2 tries, so it's improving. The glitches in the matrix are getting better, or smaller, or dissipating. Okay, let's see. Carmen, Sarah. All right, I'm going to pull another card for collective guidance. And then I'm going to go ahead and I think my neighbors are about to get noisy over there. Well, that sounded bad, but they're moving. They're moving. So I think that I heard the moving truck out there a minute ago, so it's probably not going to be conducive to many more readings today. But I appreciate you guys being here. I'm going to go ahead and pull for the collective guidance. Spirit, thank you guys for coming out, for supporting. Those of you who donated, thank you so very much. Those of you who have booked private readings for me in the past, thank you so much. Your support is highly integral to my life and has a very big impact. Thank you so very much. Okay. Trust your talents in changing times. Yeah, things are shifting for us. We have the spirit fox there. And it's really like reminding me of Corinne's read as well, like with that shape shifting. So you may be seeing foxes. Fox may be, a synchronicity right now. And so understand when you see it, if you're seeing it, and it doesn't have to be an actual physical animal fox walking down the street. Although I did see several this past winter, and they were so cute, but it can be, seeing pictures of it. It could show up in your news feed. It could show up in video, song lyrics. Spirit brings the messages to us. However, we are most receptive and will notice, and according to where we are and what we're doing at the time, they want to bring it to us. So, Spirit Fox, is about trusting in ourselves, like trusting in ourselves and our own skills. The foxy, wily fox, very smart and able to navigate all kinds of situations. A sly fox. We have those sayings for a reason. And yeah, it can mean tricky and deceitful sometimes. But if we look at it in a positive light and look at it in its light attributes and light aspects, then it's about us using our own skills and wiliness to navigate through these changing times, and to trust that we have the ability to do that, to trust that we have our talents and talents, and the Bible talks about talents. It's a different kind, right? But we all have gifts. We all have gifts. And so these spiritual gifts that we perhaps have not been honoring most of our lives, or so many people I'm seeing now are coming out of the spiritual closet. People who made fun of us, or me. They made fun of me a few years ago. And now my son even asked me the other day, he texted me, and I hate to out him, on this live, but he won't see it. However, he texted me the other day, used to make fun of me because I would see 1111 444 all the time. He texted me and asked me, what is angel number, or what is a good source for angel numbers? And so he was seeing repeating numbers, and he always made fun of me. Oh, you're teaching yourself to see them. You're teaching yourself to look at a particular time. You're just, it's your imagination. You're just seeing, what you want to see. And I'm like, okay. All right then. And so I started pointing it out to him every time it happened. Looked on him, and, oh, it's like, yeah, well, okay. And he kind of became a little more open to it. And then, like I said, he recently asked me about it. So a lot of people are coming out of the spiritual closet. They've been feeling like they've had to hide. People have had to hide their talents, or felt as though they had to, because of judgment, because of ridicule, because of it not fitting into people's belief systems. I don't know how many times I was told, by family members that reading tarot, what I'm doing, is demonic, it's evil, it's, it's dark, it's whatever, and so we can only explain, there's really no point in trying to explain. I tried to explain, for a while, and then I released that, but a lot of people are seeing, in the collective, a lot of people are seeing things that they didn't see before, noticing things they didn't notice before. So a lot of these spiritual gifts, we are expanding, and they're becoming more and more, quote, acceptable, socially acceptable. 10 years ago, everybody talks about crystals now, it seems, and people didn't do that 10 years ago. Not in the general collective. At least that's been my experience, and you can tell me if yours has been different, but moving beyond ancestral patterns again, I say again, like I talked about it today, but I have talked about it in several other lives. A lot of us that are here, a lot of us who are readers, a lot of us who are light workers, healers, on this journey and focused on growth and healing, we're clearing out our ancestral patterns, and whether or not we know it, and whether or not we are consciously doing that, and whether or not we were, quote, chosen to do this, we are stepping up to it, and we are doing it. We are doing it for our own healing. We are clearing away narcissistic patterns that, conditioning from our childhoods, even if it's not like clearing away ancestral curses from our bloodlines, although it can be. Some of us are doing that too. But it's at least releasing that conditioning that we have been taught. We have to do this, we have to do A, B, C, D. Gender roles, come to mind as well. Clearing that stuff out, clearing out toxic masculinity and toxic femininity. The bossiness, the abuse of power, the levels of power not being in balance from the divine, from the distorted feminine, energies of manipulation and wiliness. And I just talked about that in a good way and with that fox there, but using our feminine wiles, to get our way and whatnot. We're releasing all that garbage. We're moving into a different way of being with ourselves and others, and releasing that childhood conditioning, releasing conditioning and karma, clearing away karma from past lives, from our bloodlines. And a lot of us are doing that, like, really, we are. The rest of us are doing it, you know, by clearing away this conditioning. You know, we're doing it on a lot of different levels and clearing crap out that doesn't need to be there and that will not be viable in our new way of being that we are co-creating with Spirit. That is more balanced, that is more aware, that is more conscious, that is more mindful, that is more respectful of ourselves and others. Okay, that's my soapbox. I'm getting off the soapbox. It felt like it turned into a lecture and a soapbox. And I know, let's see who's here. Sarah and Janelle. Unless I'm saying all that stuff for people who are watching in the replay, I know I'm preaching to the choir here with you two. You are amazing. Amazing beings of light. And much love to you both. All right, I'm going to go ahead and log off now. And again, much love to you. And namaste. I wish you well on your journeys. And I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks again for the donations. Again, if you want to book a private, connect with me on Messenger and we'll get that set up. Or at sherrijens@gmail.com. Same thing with the online chakra healing course. Again, it's like 40 videos. It's very extensive, very informative, and you can take your time. You don't have to complete the whole thing in 7 weeks. That's just my delivery schedule, you know, and you'll have access to those to revisit, at your leisure. Much love to you guys, and take care. Namaste.